Hello guys, welcome to yet another wonderful session of learning with Prep Class. My name is Tutor Olalekan Israel, your Prep Class English tutor, and I am super excited to have you join me in today's session of learning. I hope you are as excited as I am because this session promises to be fun and educative. Now, in today's session of learning, we will be answering question 6 to question 10 from the WAEC English 2017 past question. Remember, the purpose of this session is to help you prepare for your forthcoming WAEC examination. So, without wasting much time, let's get on to the business of the day. Before we begin, kindly take a moment to subscribe to this channel, turn on the post notification so you can be notified whenever we upload any new content. Alright, let's begin. Now, for question 6 to 10, we have an instruction here, and the instruction reads: in each of the following sentences, there is one underlined word and one gap. From the list of words lettered A to D, choose the one that is most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and that will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. I'll go over that again. In each of the following sentences, there is one underlined word and one gap. From the list of words lettered A to D, choose the one that is most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and that will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Alright, question 6 reads: the comment I made at the conference was general. The comment I made at the conference was general. Being dash would have hurt some people. The comment I made at the conference was general. Being dash would have hurt some people. Now, the underlined word here is general. So we had to select the option that is what the most nearly opposite in meaning to general and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Right. The options we have are A, ordinary, B, specific, C, tactful, D, candid. So, which of these options is the most nearly opposite in meaning to general and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence? Let's check. Now, the word general refers to something affecting or concerning all or most people or things. When you say something is general, it affects what all or most people or things. It is widespread. So, the comment I made at the conference was general. It affected a whole lot of people. It affected almost everybody. Being dash would have hurt some people. Now, the first option, ordinary, refers to something with no special or distinctive features. Something that is normal, typical, a standard. Option B, specific. Specific refers to something clearly defined or identified. To be particular, to be specified. Option C, tactful. Tactful means having or showing skill and sensitivity in dealing with others or with difficult issues. To be sensitive, to be thoughtful, to be understanding. Now option D, candid. Candid means to be truthful and straightforward, to be frank, to be honest, to be blunt. Now the answer to this question is option B, specific. If you're not general, you're specific. The comment I made at the conference was general. It was referred to everybody. Being specific, that means being particular, making a comment that refers to just one person, a particular person. Being specified would have hurt some people. So I had to make what? A general comment, not a specific comment that would hurt some people. Now, making a general comment instead of a specific comment is tactful. It is a sensitive thing to do. Because if you were to be candid, you would have had issues with some people. So, the comment I made at the conference was general. It referred to everybody or almost everybody. Being specific, being particular would have hurt some people. So, the answer to this question is option B. The comment I made at the conference was general. Being specific would have hurt some people. Okay, moving on to the next question, question 7. Remember, we had to select the option that is the most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Question 7 reads: Buba was purposeful in his search for a job, but Bala was rather dash about ease. Buba was purposeful in his search for a job, but Bala was rather dash about ease. A. Bala was rather patient about ease. B. Bala was rather slow about ease. C. Bala was rather lazy about ease. D. Bala was rather casual about ease. So, which of these options is the most nearly opposite in meaning to purposeful and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence? Now, the word purposeful means having or showing determination or resolve. having or showing determination or resolve. You won't stop until you get what you were looking for. Buba was purposeful. He was determined. He won't stop until he gets a job. Buba was purposeful in his search for a job, but Bala was rather dash about his option A. Patient means to be able to accept or tolerate delays, problems, or suffering without becoming annoyed or anxious. It means to be tolerant. Now, the opposite meaning of purposeful is not patient. Option B, slow. Slow refers to moving or operating or designed to do so only at a slow speed. Moving or operating or designed to do so only at a slow speed. Doing something slowly at a slow speed, not quick, not fast, or not hurried. Unhurried. Option C, lazy. Lazy means to be unwilling to work or use energy. Now, casual means being relaxed and unconcerned. Bala was purposeful in his search for a job. Bala was determined. He was resolved. Bala had his heart set that he won't stop searching for a job until he gets a job. He was purposeful. But Bala was rather casual. He was relaxed, unconcerned. There was no determination. He was relaxed. He was not concerned about what he searched for a job. He was just casual about it. If I get a job, fine. If I don't get a job, I'm okay. He was casual, relaxed, and unconcerned. He wasn't patient. No, he wasn't slow. He wasn't lazy. He was just casual. He was relaxed and unconcerned. Whereas Buba was purposeful. He was determined. So, the answer is option D. Buba was purposeful in his search for a job, but Bala was rather casual about his. Right. Moving on to the next question, question 8. Remember, we had to select the option that is the most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word, and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Question 8 reads, in recent tournaments, I have seen amateurs play better than so-called dash. In recent tournaments, I have seen amateurs play better than so-called dash. Now, the underlined word here is amateurs. So, which option is the opposite in meaning to amateurs? And will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Option A, experts. Option B, veterans. Option C, specialists. Option D, professionals. So which of these options is the most nearly opposite in meaning to amateurs and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence? An amateur is a person who engages in a pursuit, especially a sport, on an unpaid rather than a professional basis, a non-professional. An amateur is a non-professional. Now, option A, an expert is a person who is very knowledgeable about or skillful in a particular area. Someone who is very knowledgeable about something or very skillful in a particular area. Option B, a veteran. A veteran is a person who has had long experience in a particular field. Option C, a specialist. A specialist is a person who concentrates primarily on a particular subject or activity. A person highly skilled in a specific and restricted field. A professional is a person engaged in a specified activity, especially a sport. Now, look at amateur. You can see what especially a sport. Professional, especially a sport, as a main paid occupation. But in amateur, we have on an unpaid rather than a professional basis. So the opposite in meaning to amateur is a professional. An amateur is a person who engages in a pursuit, especially a sport. A professional is a person engaged in a specified activity, especially a sport. Now let's continue. Under amateur now. On an unpaid rather than a professional basis. Now, for professional, as a main paid occupation rather than as a pastime. So the answer is option D. In recent tournaments, I have seen amateurs play better than so-called professionals. Alright, moving on to the next question, question 9. Remember, we have to select the option that is the most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Question 9 reads, the student appeared dash, but we were all confident in his ability. The student appeared dash, but we were all confident in his ability. The underlined word here is confident. So which of these options is the opposite in meaning to confident and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence? Option A, afraid. Option B, nervous. Option C, unconvinced. Option D, ignorant. So which of these options is the opposite in meaning to confident? Now, to be confident means feeling or showing confidence. Feeling or showing confidence in oneself or one's or someone's abilities or qualities. To be assured. You are not shaky. You are confident in your ability, or you are confident in someone's abilities or qualities. You are assured of what they can do. Now, the student appeared dashed, but we were all confident. We were all assured that what we were all assured in his ability. We know what he can do. Option A, afraid means feeling fear or anxiety, being frightened, scared. Option B, nervous means to be easily agitated or alarmed, to be anxious, to be tense, to be shy. Option C, unconvinced. Unconvinced means to not be certain that something is true or can be relied on or trusted. Option D, ignorant. Ignorant means lacking knowledge or awareness in general. Uneducated or unsophisticated, unknowledgeable. So which of these options is the opposite in meaning to confident? The student appeared dashed, but we were all confident. We were all assured in his ability. We were not shaky about his ability. Now, the student appeared nervous. When he came out, he was nervous. He was not confident of himself. He was agitated. He was alarmed. He was anxious and tense. He was shy. But we were all confident because we know what he can do. We were all confident in his abilities, even though he himself was nervous. Now, to be nervous does not mean you are afraid. No, you are just what? Easily agitated. Probably you don't like what's facing the crowd. So the person is tense. The person is anxious because what he has been called to come and do something. He's shy. But we all know his what? Ability. What he just lacks is confidence. He's nervous. So the answer is option B. The student appeared nervous, but we are all confident in his ability. Alright, moving on to the next question, question 10. Remember, we had selected the option that is the most nearly opposite in meaning to the underlined word and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence. Question 10 reads, giraffes are attractive animals, but snakes are dash. Giraffes are attractive animals, but snakes are dash. A, repulsive. B, ugly. C, poisonous. D, offensive. The underlined word here is attractive. So which of these options is the opposite in meaning to attractive and will at the same time correctly fill the gap in the sentence? Now, to be attractive means to be pleasing or appealing to the senses, to be good looking, to be inviting, interesting. Giraffes are attractive. They are good looking. They are appealing. They are pleasing to the senses. They are inviting. You want to get close to them. They are interesting. They catch what people's interest. Now, option A, repulsive. Repulsive refers to something serving or able to repulse, something that has the ability to push you away, that won't make you come close to it, tending to repel or reject, arousing aversion or disgust. Disgusts you, aversion, you don't even want to get close to it. Now, option B, ugly. Ugly means to be unpleasant in appearance, to be horrible, to be unattractive, to not be good looking. Option C, poisonous, causing or capable of causing death or illness if taken into the body. Option D, offensive, causing someone to feel resentful, upset or annoyed. Now, attractive means to be pleasing or appealing. Pleasing or appealing to the senses, to be good looking, to be inviting, to be interesting. Now, the answer is between option A and B, repulsive and ugly. The opposite in meaning to attractive. Now, ugly means to be unpleasant. Attractive means to be pleasing. Attractive means to be good looking. Ugly means to be unattractive, not good looking. But the answer to this question is option A, repulsive. Giraffes are attractive, they are inviting, you want to get close to them, but snakes are repulsive. Nobody wants to get close to snakes, they push you away. They arouse disgust and aversion. Nobody wants to get close to them, but giraffes are attractive, they are inviting. They make you want to get close to them, play with them, touch them, but snakes are repulsive. Now, attractive in this sense does not mean to be good looking. Yes, giraffes are actually attractive, they are good looking, but they have what? This inviting, this interesting ability, this interesting trait. They draw people close to them, but snakes are repulsive. Some snakes are actually beautiful. Yes, not all snakes are ugly. So you can't say snakes are ugly here because some snakes are actually beautiful. Some snakes are attractive, but all snakes are repulsive. Nobody wants to get close to snakes. They tend to push you away. They tend to repel you. They arouse aversion or disgust. So the answer to this question is option A. Giraffes are attractive animals, but snakes are repulsive. Alright, and with that, we've come to the end of this wonderful session. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. If you enjoyed this video, click on the like button. Do not forget to drop your questions in the comment section. Also, share this content with your friends and loved ones. Thank you for your time. See you in the next video.